నమస్కారం. ఓం సదాశివసమారంభాం శంకరాచార్యమధ్యమాం అస్మదాచార్యపర్యంతాం వందే గురుపరంపరాం. గురుర్బ్రహ్మా గురుర్విష్ణు గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వరః. గురుః సాక్షాత్ పరం బ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. సరస్వతి నమస్తుభ్యం వరదే కామరూపిణి. విద్యారంభం కరిష్యామి సిద్ధిర్భవతు మే సదా. ఓం సర్వవేదాంత సిద్ధాంత గోచరం తమగోచరం గోవిందం పరమానందం సద్గురుం ప్రణతోస్మ్యహం. अस्मद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः. So we will continue from last time. So last class we did not have it, but then we just looked at the overall till now what we had done, as well as we took feedback. Continuing this class, so we were at Shrotriya Vrajino Kama Heto Yo Brahmavittamah Brahmanyuparata Shantaha Nirindana Ivanalaha Ahetuka Daya Sindhu Bandhura Namatam Satam. Shloka number 19. So this student After sadhana chatushtaya sampanna, after completing Ukta sadhana sampanna, he goes to a guru, upaside gurum prajnam, tattva jijnasuratmanah yasmat bandha vimokshanam. So he is going to the guru to get himself released or to get moksha and released from this samsara. Okay. Prajnam gurum upasida. So he goes to the guru and when you mean sits besides him, it means that he is now yearning for knowledge. And he now is going to tell us how the guru is. So the qualities of the guru. Okay. That is coming in this 19th shloka. Shrotriyaha avrajinaha akamaheto yaha brahmavittamaha brahmani uparataha shantaha nirindhana ivanalaha ahetuka daya sindhuhu bandhuran amatam satam. So these are all, he is sharing the qualities of the guru, how the guru should be. Okay, again keeping the student in front, it is Acharya who is telling how the guru should be. Okay, first is Shrotriyaha. What is Shrotriyaha? He should have learned Sampradayavit. From a Sampradayavit, he should have learned the Shastras, the Upanishads, the teachings, the Atmajnana from the Guru Parampara. And what is the Guru Parampara? Adhyaropa Apavada. Only a Parampara teacher will be able to teach what is Adhyaropa Apavada Nyaya, to understand Atma and thereby get moksha. Otherwise, it will be more of religious and less of spiritual. Okay, so it needs to start with religious and slowly end up in spiritual. And that is what we have already seen, that this student who has already completed sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. So we are not talking of someone who does not know anything and he comes and then directly he will start teaching. No, it is like someone who has already completed his graduation or her graduation, now goes for a master's or a PhD degree. So that teacher is going to treat that student differently and not like an undergraduate student. So it is already known very clearly that there is a basic level of certain knowledge, there is a certain level of expectation from both the ends, and it is very clear. So now this Shrotriya who has learnt it in the proper way, the paramparic way, this person, he only knows how to teach because he has been a student. He knows how to teach. Okay. So he will have a lot of compassion to the student because he has passed through that. Okay. Then, is that Shrotriya enough? That knowledge needs to be completely without any doubt. Okay. Asandigdha jnana. That knowledge should be doubtless knowledge. So, whenever you talk of a person who is a Shrotriya and who is a teacher, he needs to have two requirements. One, he should have the knowledge. Second, he should have the ability to communicate the knowledge without distorting it and coloring it. So that ability should also be there. And that will be there only when you have been a proper student and you have passed through that and you have followed all that and you had so many doubts and how the teacher has clarified it, and so this person will have to know all this. So he is a master. He knows very clearly the not only the knowledge, he knows how to impart the knowledge. Okay, and there is no mysticism and all in this. Like electrocution, you don't have spiritualization where the person keeps the hand over the head and say tathastu over, from now you are mukta. No, nothing of that sort. It has to be a proper, and it has to start with the right knowledge, very, very simple one. Then Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, taking the student completely, and then the student by himself will have to put a lot of effort. Okay. Now after Shrotriya, the second one is Avrajina. Okay. Avrajina means a pure person. He doesn't have Nishkalanka. No Kalanka at all. Nishkalanka person. So he not only teaches, but he practices that Vedic lifestyle. He follows the Dharma. No adharmic activity. Okay. So it is not for just teaching, he lives it. Avrajina. He doesn't have any association with anyone. No groupism at all. Okay, that is one thing which we need to know in Vedanta, that groupism should not be there. You may be with any group, but don't get attached to any group. Because then what happens? It becomes very difficult to separate. So the more groups we are stuck in, it includes WhatsApp group also, the more problem it is. Because then you are stuck into how will the other person feel, and all those things will start coming. So you be in the group for getting information, knowledge and other things, but don't get attached to the group. And when you see that groups are difficult, learn to leave groups. One of the things, Avrajina, is that there is no groupism with that person. He will purely go by what that present situation is. Okay. Then, third one is Akama Hetuhu. See, Hetu, what is Hetu? What is a Hetu?
Purpose. Purpose.
Correct. Purpose or a desire.
Okay.
Now I am going to confuse you all. It is a desire. Okay. If I tell it is a purpose or objective, it becomes easy. But the objective comes out of what? A desire. Correct? I desire something, so I have an objective for it. So it's a desire. Hetu is Kama. What is Akama Hetu? Are you able to get the problem now? So, desireless objective. What does that mean? I know I have to do it, but I am not attached to it. I have no attachment to it, but I will continue to do it. I am not without any objective. I am a very focused person, but I am not attached to that. Akama Hetu. This is a very, very difficult thing because there is a very thin line. It is only when we try to practice this, you will come to know the problems in it. Suddenly that Akama Hetu will get into Kama Hetu. See, typically you join some particular group. If not anything, your society or something, you join some committee. With the purpose of what? To do something there. Correct? Someone needs to be the beneficiary there. You have an objective for joining, not for time pass. You join it. You start working. Slowly, once you start into it, interactions start. With interactions, slowly groupism starts. So your main purpose of doing the activity and benefiting whoever, the society, people or whatever, that is kept aside, you end up into ego clashes, politics and everything. And everyone will say that, do I have a vested interest? The answer is no. No one has a vested interest. Huh? But every person who is talking that, all have the vested interest to satisfy their ego. That vested interest is all there with everyone. If that ego is not there, you will go decide on one way, any way, it's okay, let us go ahead. Why do you get stuck? It's because of our ego. And everyone will genuinely say, I don't have a vested interest. Vested interest means what? It is not just monetarily benefiting me, is not vested interest. Even satisfying my ego is a vested interest. Huh? From a Vedantic perspective, any of that becomes kama hetu, not akama hetu. So clearly we should know when we are getting sucked in. Ye dandal hai. Gandhara Neelotpala. Looks very nice, but when you go there, it will start pulling you in. And you yourself will not know. When you are stuck, then you will say, Abhi kya kare? No, I can't get out of it. That means I have become a slave of it. Correct? So if that clarity of akama hetu is very clear, you will continue to do that. You will always check whether what you are doing and what is the plan is akama hetu. And when you see that things are moving differently, you will nicely, silently move out of it without anyone knowing it also. That ability should be there. That is where groupism will not come in. Okay. Many of us, we get into things for doing very good things and we get stuck into it without knowing how to come out. And we can't neither confront anyone there. Because how will the other person feel? So now you see you entered for something, you are doing something else and it is not benefiting anyone, neither it is personally benefiting you. Other than just fanning my own ego. Other than that, nothing is happening. So one has to be very careful when we say this akama hetu. In small things we can think of trying it out. Have a hetu. That hetu should be akama hetu. Every time review whether my actions are in line with akama hetu or suddenly it is getting that gets slipped off and kama hetu gets it. And try. Suddenly you see that this is started. Try to go one step back. See whether you are able to do in small things. If you are able to do, then you can do it in many of the big things. You learn the art of how to manage it. And bigger the people, when I say bigger, more respectable in the society and more with positions, the more they will get pulled. Because the area of the sphere of influence is so high, that much they will also get pulled. Now, how not to get pulled and how to maintain this? It's a very, irrespective of whether you are going to be a guru or not, but it is a very important sadhana by ourselves to be sensitive about this. How not to get stuck. कीचड़ में कमल बनना है कैसा, and that's a clear need. Then slowly things starts working, because when you know this, when you have seen this, you can do one or two small ways. If you are able to do it, then you know you have become very sensitive that in anything I go, I know the time when I can just come out of it, or if everything is good I continue, but I am not getting stuck onto it. Okay. It becomes so important and so attractive that it pulls you, and suddenly you see that you are covered with that fully and आप जकड़ के अंदर खींच लिए आप बाहर नहीं आ सकते हो. That situation should not come. That is a helpless situation, and that is coming because of kama hetu, not because of hetu. It is kama hetu, and that kama is the one which is pulling it. Okay, and whose kama? My kama. So who can break it? Only I can break it. No one else can break it. Clear? Okay. So akama hetu. So he has only one hetu, which is moksha. Moksha to me and moksha to anyone who comes to me. Only one hetu. So it is akama hetu. Clear? Right. So desires, perfectly right, but non-binding desires. Non-binding desire. Non-binding desire means, example, roasted seeds. How much ever you put in a very good fertile land, it will never give any crop or a plant. Because it doesn't have the ability like that. That kama has to be completely killed and continue with the hetu, it becomes akama hetu automatically. Okay, right. Then, Brahmani uparataha. What is uparati? What is uparama? Somewhere we have heard, no? Uparama.
So, chitta ekagrata.
Correct. What is chitta ekagrata? Focus.
Without mind.
Correct. Focus on what? Brahmani uparataha. Only focused on Brahman and nothing else. So wherever, whatever that person is doing, thinking, sleeping, dreaming, whatever, it is only Brahma Satyam. Aham Brahma Asmi. That is why Brahmani uparataha. Only one focus. Okay. Shantaha. Shamashila. Filled with Shama. Completely relaxed mind. Why it is a relaxed mind? How is this mind which can be Shantaha? How is it possible? At least theoretically. How is it?
No attack.
Huh?
No attachment because of it.
Akama hetu and Brahmani uparataha will make it Shantaha. बाकी अंदर कचरा है ही नहीं. Everything is rejected by akama hetu, but still doing everything. Okay, and with only one focus, Brahmani uparataha. So mind is always Shantaha. There is no disturbance in the mind at all. At all. Okay. Manasam tu kim margane krite naiva manasam marga arjava. Shantaha is for what? Manasam. Naiva manasam. Not required at all. Why? If there is only one Brahman, then why do you need a mind to think of other things? Not required at all. So Shantaha. Completely composed, relaxed. Okay. Then Nirandhana Ivanalaha. Okay. How nicely examples are given. What is Analaha? Fire. What is Indhana? Fuel. Nirindhana is what? Without fuel. Analaha. Still fire is there. Fire of what? Brahmani uparataha fire. Not fueled by Kama hetu. Shanta fire. That is the fire is there. Nirindhana Ivanala. That is why otherwise you will say that if there is no fuel, there is no fire also. That means the person is dead. No. Everything outside is working. But Nirindana Ivanalaha, that Kama Indana is completely cut off. Is it clear? Now, these are the qualities of this Guru. What are the qualities? First one is, starts with Shrotriya, Avrajinaha, okay, then Akamahetuhu, then Brahmani Uparataha, Shantaha, Nirindana Ivanalaha. Okay. Now all these are there in his day-to-day activities, very clearly seen, irrespective of whether I am a student or not. I can see this in this person. How is he to his students or to anyone for that matter? Ahetuka Daya Sindhu. What is Hetu? Objective. Purpose. Ahetu. Doesn't have to gain from anyone, lose to anyone, nothing. Ahetuka. Is that enough? Daya Sindhu is an ocean of compassion. Is an ocean of compassion without any expectation. Means what? Only Lena Bank nahi hai. Only Dena Bank, there is no Lena Bank at all. No expectation. If the student says, you are useless teacher, I am going, Tathastu, Aham Brahmasmi, you are also Brahman. Thank you very much. Ahetuka Daya Sindhu. Okay. Filled with compassion to everyone, not only students, to everyone. He will always look at the benefit of everyone. That compassion will be there. So many a times we may see certain things are going just a little harsh, but when you wait with time, you will see that it is like treatment of a cancer. That is why it happened that way. Because of the compassion, it's only later on you come to know that, oh, this is the reason why such and such a Mahatma did like this. Okay, so many a time you would have heard also, they are filled with compassion. They will not do things which you like, but they will do things which is good for you. Correct? Not prayas. They will do shreyas. Why? Because they are ahetuka daya sindhu. Ocean of compassion. And they don't expect anything. Nothing expected from anyone. Right? Bandhu anamata bandhuranamatam satam. So he is always a bandhu, one who is a person who is helping. Bandhu. Okay. Whoever wants any help and seeks anything, he will get. That means you go to him and you surrender and say, I want this, you will get it. Satam, always ready to give to the person who surrenders and asks for something. Someone goes to challenge. What do you know about it? Can you teach this? Let me see, can you teach this? He will say, sorry, I don't know, I have no answer. Okay, so he is a bandhu, satam, whenever someone comes and with that patrata, with that vinamrata, if a person asks, he will always go out of the way, and because he is compassion filled, he will surely do it. He will never discourage that. But you have to go and surrender to that Guru. Okay. So both the ways it has been given. One is independently how is this person, other is How is he as a guru to the Shishya? Okay, so when you look at the shloka, it says, Shrotriyah avrajinah akamahetoho yaha brahmavittamaha. Oh, brahmavittamaha we forgot. Brahmavittamaha was complete knowledge. See, tama shabda is superlative. Brahmavit, Brahmavittara, Brahmavittama. So he is Brahmavit is Brahmavita apnoti param. The person who has the knowledge, understood and living as Brahman is apnoti param. He is Brahmavittama, highest among that. Who knows? Brahmani uparataha, only focus. Shantaha, nirindana ivanalaha. And for a student who goes to him, ahetuka daya sindhu bandhura namatam satam. Bandhuhu anamatam satam. Is it clear? Yeah? The shloka is clear? Okay. We'll go to the next one now. The next shloka is again continuing about the Guru only. Yeah? Next one is Ukta Sadhana Sampanna, correct? Ukta Sadhana, no, Shrotriya is over. Then next one is Tamaradhya Gurum Bhaktya. तमाराध्य गुरुं भक्त्या प्रह्वः प्रश्रयसेवनैः प्रसन्नं तमनुप्राप्य पृच्छेत् ज्ञातव्यमात्मनः. Now this is exactly like how the Upanishads or how Bhagavad Gita is told. Bhagavad Gita says in the 4th chapter, what is that shloka? Fourth chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Pariprashnena sevaya upadeksh tatvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshinaha. Tadvidhi pranipatena. So how to go? So the Shastras itself teach that how you should go and submit to the Guru. Because very clearly said, Bandhura namatam satam. The one person who submits and surrenders is an ahetuka daya sindhu, an ocean of compassion, and will give always to the person who submits. Right? So how to submit? And this is what the next shloka is talking. Tam aradhya. Tam aradhya. Okay. Bhaktya prahva prashraya sevanaihi. Tam. To him. Gurum. Tam gurum. Aradhya. Aradhya lyamanta pratyay, having worshipped, having done the aradhana. To that Guru. Okay. Which Guru? The Guru mentioned in the earlier shloka. Bhaktya. What is Bhaktya? With devotion. Okay. Prahva prashraya sevanaihi. Prahva prashraya means surrendering with humility, and doing service. So how do you do Aradhya? Worshipping by Prahva Prashraya Sevane. So you surrender with humility and do service to that Guru. How? Bhaktya, with bhakti. Okay. That is why in that shloka also what it is mentioned? Tadvidhi pranipatena pranipata. Okay. That is Prahva Prashraya. Okay. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena. See, Prahva Prashraya is pariprashnena. Same. Pariprashnena sevaya. Tritiya, there it is. So you do seva. So you go with humility, do seva. Okay. Upadekshanti te jnanam. What will he do? He will give you that knowledge, Atma Jnana. And the same thing, if you go to this Guru, Tam Gurum Bhaktya Prahva Prashraya Sevane Aradhya. So if you go to this Guru and with a lot of humility, you do seva, okay, and with devotion, what he does? Tam prasannam anuprapya. Tam prasannam. Him pleased. So when he is pleased by that, anuprapya priche. So you approach to him and then with humility ask. You should ask. You should ask. Without asking, no one will give. But there is a way to ask. So first is with humility, with bhakti, do the seva. And then when you see that he is pleased, you slowly approach and then ask him what? Jnatavyam Atmanaha. What is to be known about the Atma? What is this Atma? You need to ask the question that I need to get the Atma Jnanam. Can you please teach me? Right? So you need to find the right. This is called Muhurtam. When you want a leave with your boss, you see a Muhurtam and go and meet the boss, right? You don't meet when he is very much in a stress and when he has to submit a report. If you go and ask, you will get firing. When everything is over, the month end is over, the next month has just started, there is no pressure. Slowly you want after 2 months leave, dire, after the lunch, slowly you will go. When he is little dozing, that time you will go and ask. Correct? So the timing, the muhurtam. So you have, here the muhurtam is what? After seeing that with your sevane, he is pleased and he is now, see what it tells you. You need to give some time for interaction between both. Knowing each other. You should know the Guru should know you. You will know the Guru by doing seva. The Guru is equally, because he is very, very sensitive. He is seeing how the person is the eligibility complete. Okay. Is the eligibility there? He will be always checking that. He will not tell you or she will not tell you, but that check will be on, because only when patrata is there, you will get it. So is your karma yoga and upasana quite good? Is what the person will check. Are you ready for the jnana? Till that they will not. And there are many examples and stories in the Upanishads where the student goes to the teacher. The teacher says, do one thing. Go take care of the cows for 1 year and come back. So after 1 year, the person comes back. Okay. And when that person comes, this is your story of this one. Not Nachiketas, the other small boy. Jabala, what is his name? Jabala's son. When he goes to a guru asking for Atma Vidya, he says, go and take care of the horse, the cows and come. And when he had done that, when he was to go taking the cows to the jungle, already the Devatas had come and taught him the Brahma Vidya. But he has still not learned the proper Sampradaya way of. So after a year when he comes back, the Guru also knows he knows everything, but everything is taught to him. So there will be certain purposes when the Guru will test and then give you. Okay, right. So this Guru, when you go approach and ask him about Atma Vidya, he is a ahetuka daya sindhu. He doesn't want to go away with that knowledge. That knowledge is parampara knowledge which he has got, which is there for benefit of everyone. He has benefited out of it, so he will surely give it to benefit. A befitting patrata should be there. Till that he will ensure patrata comes and then he will give it. That much of patience, shraddha should be there on the Guru, that yes, it is for my good. So gold is put into the fire many a times so that the best out of it will come. And the Guru's job is that. He will test, he will check, and when it is ready, that time he will give you. And once he starts giving, then you should be prepared to accept it. That is what he is checking. If you are not prepared at that time to accept it, then there is, oh, हम केला वेला खाने का पहला देखते हैं ना, पक गया है कि नहीं, पका है कि नहीं तो बाद में मालूम पड़ा कि मुंह में डालने के बाद, oh, that inner portion is थोड़ा कच्चा है. How will the taste be? So the Guru will test. Perfectly हो गया, पक गया, then he will give it. Is it clear? Okay. Right. Which is the next one now? So now that Guru, he has gone and asked. So now the question comes. See, the student has now, after the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, he has come to the Guru Upasadanam. Then he wants to learn exactly. So he is telling how the Guru is and how to approach the Guru for the purpose why you have come to this Guru. And then you have to now open out, because otherwise the Guru is not going to simply assume that, oh Guru, you are Sarvajnaha, Sarveshwaraha, Sarvantaryami, so you know what I want, you give what I want, nothing. You will not get anything. So you have to ask, I need this. And when you ask, you will get it. Now how this student is asking. The next shloka, the 21st shloka of this, which is 36th shloka of the Viveka Chudamani, how is the student asking? Durvara samsara davagni taptam dodhuyamanam duradrishtavataihi bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityoh sharanyamanyam yadahanna jane. Okay. Durvara samsara davagni taptam. See how poetic. This is where you have to appreciate our Adi Shankara's poetic knowledge also. How he gives the meaning exactly, that the psychology of the student at that time. He knows his problem very clearly. He is very clear about the problem and he is now making the problem statement. Okay, the problem statement has to be crystal clear. Okay, there are many people who will come and meet. Sir, I have a question. Or Swamiji, I have a question. For 2 hours, they will go round without knowing what to ask, and something they will ask again, they will go round and round, and then in between did you understand? No, let me explain. if this teacher does not have the capability to understand this question itself, do you feel that the true teacher will be able to answer you? So if you have come with a question, you should be first sure that the teacher is capable. The moment you open your mouth and two words come, the teacher knows what the third word is going to be. Okay. One is he has been a student. Second is he has seen many students like you. So they know. And what could be the probable questions? इसका अंदर ही गोल गोल घूमने वाला है, जिलेबी जैसा गोल 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 घूमेगा. And after all that, after 2 hours, maybe if you get time, they will allow you to say 1 or 2 lines. And afterwards they will say, no, it is getting late. Thank you very much. You have solved my problem without you opening your mouth. That means they only wanted to come and vomit out. They didn't. That was the problem, nothing else. There is no problem. They had no one to hear. Came and vomited it. So when you are asking a question, you have to be very, very clear, and very nicely this question is, drafted. Durvara samsara davagni taptam. I am being roasted. Agni taptam. How? How is that Agni? Durvara. Merciless. Correct? Very बहुत तेज है. And I have been roasted. Which is this Agni? Samsara Agni. The Samsara Agni, which is Durvara, I am being roasted. Every moment I am seeing that I am being roasted. And it is hurting me. It is very badly hurting me. It is paining me. I can't now tolerate this. Okay. So the first portion is very, very clear how he opens out that I have a problem. As Arjuna tells Krishna, I have a problem. Do you know which shloka that statement comes where he says, I have a problem? Only after that Krishna thinks of talking about something called that problem solution. In Bhagavad Gita, which is that shloka where this Arjuna says, I have a problem?
कार्पण्य दोष उपरतः
स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेतः. Pritchami, I am asking you, Karpanya dosha, I have this problem, Karpanya dosha. Which is right, which is wrong, I do not know. I am in Dharma Sammuda Cheta. Completely Dharma, what is it? I have become foolish in front of it. My intellect is not working. Yachreyasyam Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme. You may please advise me what is the right thing for me. Yat Shreyasam Nishchitam. Surely tell me that. I am ready to be your Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapan. Before this statement, has Krishna already spoken? Krishna has already spoken, but not related to the knowledge, not related to the topic. उल्टा चाबी लेने के लिए ही spoke. श्री भगवान उवाच क्लैब्यम् आस्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. 2 sentences he tells first. It is just to check whether it is really a problem. या ऊपर से दिखा रहा है, चलो उठ के चलो चलो. It's like when children say, no, my head is paining. Get up, go to school, come on. The bus has come. See, your friend has come. And if the boy is seeing like this, then you know in natak hai, bhagega hai. Like that करके देखा भाई ये भागने वाला है क्या वापस? Oh, let me see your Arjuna. What are you doing? Klaibyam. That when you were in Virata Parva, you know what is Klaibyam? Kliba Bhavana. What is Kliba? Transgender. Okay. Klaibyam means Arjuna had become Brihannala at the Virata kingdom to teach Arjuna, to teach the princess dance. So he is reminding, you have come to the war, थोड़ा उसका बाकी है क्या? वो दिन याद आ रहे क्या? शस्त्र उठा के झगड़ा नहीं कर रहे हो, यू आर नॉट गोइंग एंड फाइटिंग, इधर बैठ के वो है ये, थोड़ा आर यू रिमाइंडेड अबाउट दोज डेज? क्षुद्रम हृदय दौर्बल्यम, यू आर अ वेरी वीक हार्टेड पर्सन. गेट अप, त्यक्त्वा उत्तिष्ठ, हे परंतप, you don't know what valor you have, get up and fight. Nothing happened. Katham bhishmamaham sankhe, the problem statement now comes. Till now he said, I am into a problem, I need a solution. What is your problem? Now the problem statement he makes. Katham bhishmamaham sankhe dronancha madhusudana, hey Madhusudana, how can I kill this Bhishma and Drona? That is my problem, nothing else. Ahamesham mama ete comes here in this point only. Okay, like that, the problem statement has to be very clear, and then the teacher also knows that you have first analyzed and you know what is your problem. If you don't know your problem itself, what solution can the teacher give? So you should know your problem very clearly, and it should be very crisp that you can state it. So Durvara Samsara Davagni Taptam is how he starts. He says, this samsara is there, na, that Agni. I am just Taptam, I am just being burnt. Durvara, mercilessly, it is hurting me, it is paining me. I can't anymore manage it. Okay. Okay, then Dodhuyamanam Duradrishtavataihi. Dodhuyamanam means, see, इसका एग्जैक्ट एग्जाम्पल देगा तो आप लोग समझ में आएगी. आप रोटी बनाते हो ना, करेक्ट, फुल्का बनाते, everyone knows फुल्का. First you put it on the frying pan, थोड़ा गर्म होता है. Then what you do? Remove the pan, directly put it on the fire. Do you put it on the fire? No, you will toss it and put it again the other side. ऐसा. This is called dodhuyamana, tossing. तो ये हीट में ऐसा इधर से भी लपटे मार के, आई एम बीइंग टॉस्ड इन दैट. इज दैट इनफ? इट इज लाइक आई एम दैट goldsmith has put me into the fire, I am the gold. ठीक है, आग में डाल के चुपचाप बैठा गया? नहीं, दूरदृष्टवातैहि, उसमें और हवा झोंका है, और हवा मार रहा है. सो दिस wicked air is further ensuring that the flames are going to only increase. That means this samsara bandhana, not only the samsara is troubling me, further everything around it is just pouring. Oh, agni mein ghee dal raha hai, और जलेगा. Like that, this duradrishtavataihi. Now in such a situation, भीतम प्रपन्नम परिपाहि मृत्योः. Okay, says, I bhitam prapannam, I am very terrified. Prapanna parijataya, I seek refuge. मैं आपके शरण में आया हूँ. क्यों? मुझे इससे बहुत डर लग रहा है. I cannot now handle it. It is very painful. It is merciless. I am being tossed in it. There is no way to come out of it. Added to it, हवा भी इतना चल रहा है कि आग अपने आप नहीं बुझने वाला है. Why? My karma, that is that. It is hitting me. Mrityoho. I am completely fearful and I seek refuge. Paripahi, save me from this mrityoho. The process of birth and death, this death, save me from the death. Sharanam, Sharanyam anyat yad aham na jane. Other than you, who can save me? I do not know. Are you able to see this? So he has clearly stated, I have a problem. This samsara, durvara samsara, it's that fire which I have got engulfed. It is only increasing. Hawa tej chal rahi hai, it's only increasing. I can't handle it by myself. Now it has come to a level that it is going to eat me up fully. Mrityu is going to come. Now I cannot handle it. Other than you, I am very sure no one can help me. Aham na jane. Are you able to get this? So the problem statement is very clear that I am into this samsara, completely engulfed by it, and if there is any savior other than you, I do not know. Hence, you save me from this samsara. Now, saving from samsara is because, now what is going to be the logic? In short, he is saying, this ajnana of mine is killing me. Right? So you have to give me jnanam. Why did he come before Atma Jnanam? What is the previous shloka? He says, this teacher, Prichet Jnatavyam Atmanaha. Ask about Atma. How is he asking about Atma? Remove me from the Mrityu. That means what? Remove me from the cycle of birth and death. That means what I need? I need Jnanam. And who can give me Jnanam? Other than you, Ahetuka Daya Sindhoho Brahman Viparataha Shantaha Brahmavittamaha. Other than you, who can? It is exactly like Nachiketas what he did. When Yama asked, you ask me anything other than this question of what happens after death. Other than that, I can give you everything. Only two answers he gave. If you are ready to give anything in place of this answer, that means this is valuable than whatever you are giving. Why should I settle for lower? Tell me which teacher will not say no to this. Why should I settle for lower? Because if you are valuing that more than all the valuables you are ready to give me, then why should I settle for lower? Next thing, Yamadharma Raja, if you cannot tell about after Mrityu, then who else in this world can tell me? Hence, you are the only teacher who can tell me. So, I will not settle for anything lower and I will not learn it from anyone else other than you who can teach me the best. Now, you tell me what to do. If such a student comes, the teacher goes to the student Sharanagati. Come, I was waiting for you. I was waiting only for you. Let me give it. No other answer to it. Because that intense and clarity is there. That clarity that I need this and other than this I am ready for anything for it. You tell me. I do not know what is required. But I am like that. You have the mold. I am like the water. You put in any pipe, I will go. I have no problem. I am fully flexible. But I don't know what in which pipe should be put or in a vessel. You do that. And you are the best person for it. Okay. So, a very nice way to put the problem statement. Bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityo sharanyamanyam yadaham na jane. I do not know anything. That yada aham na jane yat is a statement of complete sharanagati, that only you know. I am actually now come to a corner. I know my problem, I don't know my solution. I know only you can give the solution, and I do not know anything other than that. I am ready to do whatever you are telling me. Okay. Obviously, now after this, he is going to now take the teacher into a much higher position. Shanta Mahanta Nivasanti Santaha Vasantavalloka Hitancharantaha Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavan Janan Ahetu Nanyanapi Tarayantaha. So the teacher को इतना प्रशंसा करने का है कि the teacher cannot say no to it, because he is not, देखो टीचर को चढ़ा नहीं रहा है. He is now giving the statement of fact to justify Sharanyamanyam Yadaham na jane. Why am I coming to your Sharana? Because I know you are Shantaha, Mahantaha, all these things will be there, which we will take it in the next class. Till that you all be Shantaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Hari Om. Namaskar.
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 Namaskar.